everyone, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more like an advice video, but like tips video, and this is going to be one of my back to school videos for my back to school series, and I'm very excited about this back to school series. Back to school videos are just fun. It's great to get excited for school and ready for school. So this is my how to be successful in college survival guide, and these are just like my tips and tricks to be successful in college, because I've been in college for a couple years now. I've had good experience, I've learned from mistakes, and I've just learned overall, like everybody makes mistakes in college, but I just have these tips here for you just so you can be more organized, you can do well in college, which is always the best. And everybody has their own opinion, so if you have your own opinion about something that worked well for you, or a tip that I didn't mention in this video, definitely feel free to comment down below. I would love to see your tips if you're in college. I would love to see your college tips if you are even like a sophomore, junior, or senior. But if this is your freshman year, I'm here for you. I have some tips that I feel like have worked with me throughout the time I've been in school, and I just feel like these are good tips. I have 10 tips, and I'm gonna stop rambling. Okay, so tip number 1 is to get a planner and use it. Like, actually use it. And so I'm going to show you my planner that I have. So this is my planner. I usually get these at the beginning of each year, but if you want to get one before school starts, you can get ones that start in July and end in June of the next year, so it's all good. And they have a lot of cute ones at Target. You don't need to like go and get like the really high-end expensive ones. And I really like this one. It just looks like this. It's by Sugar Paper Los Angeles. And I got this one at Target. I like how it's clear. Then it also has this. I really like the look of it. And mine, it has like the January, February, March, April, May tabs. So you have the month view, but you also can have the weekly view. So this is mine and everything. As you can see, I write to-do lists for myself right now since I'm not in school. But when I'm in school, I like to write assignments down. When I have tests, to-do lists for what work I need to get done, I just like to write everything down. And it's great to have the month view so you can write tests and just plan out that way. I also use this for YouTube purposes, so I know when I'm posting a video and everything, so that way I know when videos go up. You can use it for pretty much anything, and planners are useful for everybody, whether if you're in school or if you have work. And I know planners are definitely great for those people that are balancing school and work, and so that's great. And I just love to like organize it and stuff, so write everything down. Honestly, I think it's so great to write everything down, so that way you open up your planner and see what you have to do, see what assignments you have. And I like checking things off. I'm a checklist kind of girl. I took a study skills class, and my teacher told us to basically make daily to-do lists, have a schedule and everything. So this is what the planner comes in handy for. Planners are great for that, so definitely recommend getting one. Okay, so number 2 is keep all your syllabuses and like keep up with them. Highlight them, keep them on hand and everything. Do not throw those away because you're gonna need them. So like the first day of every class, or teachers even before classes start might put their syllabus online to whatever school platform you use. Your school will probably use something like Blackboard. I know there's a ton of them, but Blackboard is what I think my school used and everything, so they might put those up there for you to look. If it's up there before class starts, definitely print it out and highlight it and everything, and just be sure you know like everything. Like some teachers might be like, oh, you can hand in one late assignment, and some might be like, oh, homework is worth this. They'll just have information about their classes, tests, office hours, and everything like that. So you definitely want to pick out key information out of that syllabus and just know. Number 3, which is every college student's favorite thing, textbooks. Yeah, hopefully you hinted that sarcasm right here. Yes, textbooks. Textbooks are hard because a lot of college textbooks are expensive, especially the science and psychology textbooks and even math textbooks. Those can be expensive. So my tips with textbooks is what I do every year. So every year I will look at my textbooks before I go to class, and usually your school will have a way to find your textbooks online on their website. So you definitely want to go onto their website, see what textbooks you need. Not Now what I would say do is to rent your textbooks or get them used. Do not buy the new book unless you have to. I know for a couple of my classes I had to get the new book. There was no choice, but you can always sell it back to the bookstore at the end of the semester. But I would definitely recommend trying to get them online. Like Amazon, a lot of times you can rent through them. You can also buy used from them. Definitely look up your books and see where you can get the cheaper alternative. Make sure you ask your professor within the first week if you actually need the book and what you actually need for the class, so that way if you want to return it, it's not too late and everything, because I've bought books and my professor has never told us anything about it, and then I ended up not using that book and wasting money. So definitely try to get it cheap. You know, go online. I'm gonna actually link down below some good textbook websites that I've used. I personally have only used really Amazon, but I've heard of other ones that'll be good. So I'll link some good ones that I've heard of, but like be open to like other like resources, but also like make sure you get your books early. But definitely like just try to go for the cheapest alternative, because you're going to be in school for probably 4 years and you want to spend the least possible. Okay, so tip number 4, it has to do more with classes, and this is keep a routine. Now routines are very great, like whether if it's your skincare routine, your hair routine, like I think it takes like maybe a week or a couple weeks, I'm not sure actual fact is, but it takes a little bit to get into a routine, so you want to set up a routine right away. So studying, you should be studying for each class every day, looking through your notes and doing homework. You just want to keep up and study every day. So if you start a routine early, you're going to be really into it and really used to it. So if you have a test, definitely study every day like before your test. So if your test is in 2 weeks, you want to start studying at the 2-week mark every day, just a little bit every day, so that way once the weeks go on and once you're through the first week, it'll be easier and you'll be retaining the information easier. And just starting a homework routine and everything is great. Definitely don't stress yourself out with your routine. Just make sure you get everything you need to get done and just stick in that routine. So if you're the person that needs to get all your work done at once, just set up a time where you're going to do your homework and then you can just schedule it in. I actually, one of my teachers in my study skills class, she told us to have a schedule for when you're going to do homework. So say you eat dinner at 6 o'clock and you have classes from 8 to 2. You want to schedule in time, either if you're going to do it before dinner or after dinner. You want to have the time scheduled in when you're going to study, when you're going to go to the gym, when you're going to sleep, when you're going to eat. You want to schedule everything in so you know when your study time is, your homework time is, and everything. So definitely stick to a routine and have a study schedule, so that way have that routine, so you're like, so that way you know at 2 to 6 I need to be studying. So yeah, definitely keep that routine and stay on it. Okay, number 5, I've learned the easy way and the hard way. It's definitely been something that I've struggled with, and that's if you need help, get it. And definitely if you're struggling in a class, like I'm not the best at math, so math is hard for me. Definitely ask professors for help, go to the tutoring center, ask your classmates for help. Just ask somebody for help. It's definitely hard when you don't get something, but definitely get that help, because if you get help early, you're going to be able to succeed in the class and you'll be able to, and you'll pass and you'll even do really well if you get that help. So don't be ashamed, because everybody has struggles and not everybody's good at math, so you need to get that help if you need it. So just, even if you go to a classmate, a lot of times maybe that classmate struggles with one thing, you struggle with the other, and you can help each other out. Just find somebody that can help you, just so you are able to do well and you're able to get on it early. Okay, so number 6 goes on to a more social aspect, and that is to talk to people. Now, to talk to people and make friends, it's definitely an important thing in college, whether if you're commuting or living on campus. Definitely a good thing to make friends with everybody. So like if you're in your class on the first day, talk to people. This is how I personally made friends, is talking to people on the first day, you know, and especially if you're a freshman, everybody is looking to make friends. And even if you're not a freshman, people are still trying to make friends. Like, people always want to make friends, so talking to somebody and not being closed off is a good way to make friends. And this is definitely something I have to work on always, but also you might have to work on. And it's nothing to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to anybody. You definitely talk to people. You can talk about the class, you can talk about anything. Just like talk to people, that's that's how you will like meet people you can study with, people that you can be friends with and everything. And it's just a good way to meet people is to always talk. So yeah, definitely talk to people in your classes because they're not intimidating people. They're in the same place you are. They're trying to learn. Number 7 is kind of the same, but it's talking to your professors. Definitely talk to your professors. You can ask them questions, just general conversation, because that makes you familiar with them. And a lot of professors are very nice, and it's a good way to just like have association with them, like, but definitely talk to them, like talk to them about assignments, ask questions if you have them, just become familiar with them, because a lot of them like want you to come to them during office hours, and it just makes you like a face to them. Okay, number 8 will not mean anything to you if you're commuting to school, but if you're living on campus, this will be very important for you, and that is to talk to your roommate and become semi-familiar and friendly with them. I was like semi-close to a couple of my roommates. I actually got along with a couple of my roommates. Now, I'm not saying your roommate has to be your best friend, because that doesn't always happen, but definitely be friendly with your roommate. You know, if they walk in the room, smile and talk to them, because I know a lot of people that are close to their roommate, but I also know people that like their roommate but they weren't necessarily like best friends. Now, everybody has their own friends in college, but it doesn't necessarily mean they don't like you. But definitely talk to them, try to get to know them, and just try to form a friendship with them, even if you're not going to be the bestest of friends. So might as well get to know them, especially if you're going to be living with them. Number 9 is get a study buddy. Now, I know a lot of people don't like studying alone, but it's actually better to study with somebody. If you have a friend that's going to be in the same class with you, it's definitely a great way to study is with somebody, because you actually learn better when you're studying with somebody, so you can quiz each other and everything. And I know finding a study buddy is hard because like a lot of people don't really like to study with other people, but if you're in the same class with somebody, maybe talk to a couple of your classmates, maybe you can form a study group and everything. This is something I should have done in classes, but I didn't, and a lot of teachers like to encourage this, and I think it's definitely useful. So if you can, find that study buddy, find somebody you can study with, because it will help you in the long run, especially having somebody you can study over with, and it makes things a whole lot easier. Okay, and the last tip is pretty simple, and that is make time for yourself. Now, college is very important. You want to do very well in college and you want to do your work, but don't stress yourself out with work all the time. Definitely schedule an hour or 2 out of your day for yourself. So if that's going to the gym, if that's watching TV, if that's sitting on your computer, whatever that is, schedule a little bit of time for yourself. A lot of times at night I like to schedule a little bit of time for myself, so I will like do my skincare routine, or I'll watch YouTube videos, or I will take a shower and then I'll watch TV. I do that at night just so I can have a little bit of time to myself, just decompress after a long day, if you're doing homework, and it just will help you relax and be able to get back into homework. It's a good way to de-stress, and then you can get right back into work, and then you can finish what you have to do. And it's just important to always have that me time, just so you don't over stress yourself and don't make yourself too anxious over work. And it's just good to have a little bit of time for work and a little time for yourself, and then friends. Just make sure you have your me time just so you can do well in all areas. So these were all my tips. I know it's pretty basic, and some of these you might have heard before, but you know, these are the tips that I have taken account into my time in college, and I think they're very important. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're enjoying back to school videos, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any other tips, if you are already in college, if you have any questions for me, or if you have any other tips you think I should cover. Like if you have any questions that could be tips, I will do another one of these videos, or mention it in Chit Chat Gritty Me, because maybe I'll do another one of those. But definitely leave me a comment down below, and also in that comment let me know what other back to school videos you'd like to see next, because I'll probably be doing a few more. And also subscribe, because I post videos every week, and I'm doing school videos right now, but I also do beauty, lifestyle, and sometimes fashion videos and just fun videos here on my channel. So definitely subscribe on that button that's on the screen right now, and also that button will be down below for you, so definitely subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!